Bleeding with Mother is a kitchen sink type farce, which all revolves around a coffin being in the middle of a room, and underneath the coffin there is plenty of money, and all the relatives are trying to get their hands on it, and in come the neighbours.
But I don't want the money.
Oh.
I want something else that I've got my eye on, which is worth, I think, lots and lots of dosh, and I'm going to get it out of the house by no means or foul.
I think it's nice to come back to it as well after performing it a year ago, sort of having a fresh look, and a year older and wiser to have a look at the same script again. It will be really exciting to see what happens with it.
I think what's really great about we all love the Fringe scene, and a lot of what Fringe does is challenging and exciting and different. Bleeding with Mother is all those things, but it's also just a fantastic piece of entertainment as well, and people, especially in this part of the world, will recognise all of the characters as being sort of people they know. It's just really, really funny, and even though it's not a funny subject, death and grief and all that kind of thing, it has that black humour, doesn't it?
Yeah, but actually sometimes it is, because quite often if people are talking about something afterwards that has been really traumatic, they actually quite often laugh. They often do laugh and say, oh, but you know, and in a way it's a bit like that. It's a big subject, but we often release ourselves by having a laugh amongst the moments that are really quite sad.
What was really great is the last time we did it, there were people there who'd never been to the theatre before. I do remember an older couple particularly at the end said, I've never seen anything like that before. And wouldn't it be great if this year the Manchester Fringe moved from being a fringe into the mainstream a bit more, and we got people in that don't usually come to the theatre, because this kind of affordable stuff's great, isn't it? Relevant, and it appeals
to everybody will enjoy it. There's no, you know, supposed to be a bit old myself, I mean, it's not full of sort of language people might find offensive or anything that anybody could. It's, you know, you could bring your children, your granny and your
friend
dog next door, yeah.
And it's the one certainty in life, isn't it, I'm afraid? Death. That and taxes.
Yeah, death and taxes.
So, yeah, it's a very, very relevant subject. And on the face of it, when you see us all stood by a graveside on the poster, you might think, oh, it's a bit sombre and a bit gloomy, but trust me, it's very, very funny. Bleeding with Mother went to a few different venues the first time we did it, and one of them was Gulliver's in Manchester, which I know is taking part in the Fringe. And of course we've got to get the coffin from a car into the venue. So Dave Jordan and I took this coffin across, well, it could only have been about 500 yards, and I've never seen so many cameras appear. People just taking a picture of a coffin, so might be a great way of marketing the play.
And there was a couple going past. Were they from America?
Oh, they were, yes.
There was an American couple going past the door, and they stopped us and asked all about what we were doing, and it actually said if they hadn't been going home, they were going to come and invite him to see the play, just to see the coffin, you know, see what happened with the coffin again.
But it's such an emotive thing, a coffin. If you think about the beginning of a funeral, when that comes in, that's the moment, isn't it? It really grips people. So maybe it was that, but yeah, Dave and I felt like we were in the Beatles or something. We were doing Bleeding with Mother at Gulliver's upstairs, and it's a very busy pub, and England were playing downstairs, so it's full of England fans who maybe had a few, you know, and I think they've seen anything really until they see a coffin coming through the pub, which we had to take from the venue back to the vehicle. It shut them up. That and probably England playing not very well.
I ordered a cardboard coffin with a sort of stopgap for rehearsals, and on Amazon it said sort of full-size coffin, order it. So I ordered it, came, I put it up, and it can only be described as a child's pirate prop. It was about smaller than this table, about this high, and I remember rehearsal, we're practicing it, carrying it for people as if it's really heavy. The flimsiest cardboard thing you've ever seen. It looked ridiculous. Did it last a whole rehearsal
before it gave up the ghost?
I think it lasted a few, but mainly because it was doused in sellotape before we managed to finally get an actual real coffin, which looks amazing compared to my very pathetic pirate.
But obviously environmentally friendly burials are a good thing.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sarah Cassidy. I'm the writer of Bleeding with Mother, and the inspiration behind the play really was a real life situation where my grandmother passed away many years ago, and her body was laid in the living room at her house the night before a funeral, and my mother and my uncle had to spend the evening beside her, and that kind of image has stayed with me for many years. So yeah, that image came to me first, and then the play obviously came around that. But it was literally, my mother and my uncle do get on. I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if you had to spend the night with somebody that you didn't get on with? And that's what the story of Randell and Carol is in Bleeding with Mother.